All right, so I feel like at this point in 2021, if this is when you're watching this video, oh my God, it's 2020. I'm already there. I'm already in 2021. Like this year is like done for me. So at this point in 2020, I feel like most of us know somebody that's tried the ketogenic diet. Either they were very successful with it and loved it and rant and raved about it, and you were like, oh my God, can you please shut the F up because I don't want to hear about your stupid diet anymore. Or they tried it for like a week and then were like, the keto diet, it doesn't work. It's a scam. It's just like a flash in the pan. The ketogenic diet isn't healthy. I'm sure you've heard all of the rumors, all of the commentary, right? So the question is, have you tried it for yourself? If you are curious about it and you've decided that you want to give it a shot, stay tuned because I'm going to be giving you super, super easy, simple, not hacks, but like things to keep it very simple for you. When I first was interested in learning about it, I like went all in. I went to like every single website. I was taking out books from the library. I was ordering books on Amazon. I was talking to people. And I wish that I would have had the sense to just like YouTube simple keto plan or something and then just followed it. And then the more I kind of got into things and started trying my own recipes and things like that, then I could get a little more creative. But I think at the beginning, it's key for you to just keep things super, super simple. So let's just jump right to it. I have some of my favorite products on this chair right beside me. I don't have a fancy gourmet kitchen set up. I do have a really nice kitchen, but I feel like the lighting is weird and there's no real place to set up my camera. But I'm going to do like a full-on cooking video in the next couple of weeks because I think that would be really fun to actually do some live cooking. So stay tuned for that. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Central, and you can find things on my channel anywhere from the low carb, high fat lifestyle to things about being alcohol free, that sort of lifestyle. I am a new mom, so I will be posting some things about motherhood. I have a lot of videos about my pregnancy, my birth stories on this channel, etc., etc. I would like to talk more about the postpartum period. So if you're pregnant, looking to get pregnant, newly postpartum, there's stuff for you on this channel as well. So let's just start it off with some of my favorite products. And these are just like the things that I consistently buy at the grocery store. I'm always trying new things. There's never like a point that I reach where I'm like, I think I'm good with everything I have. Like if something new comes out, I'm going to try it. So I will always be down to review new products on this channel as well. So number one here is my Quest protein. So vanilla milkshake is my favorite just because you can literally mix it with anything, right? You can add cacao to this and have a chocolate. You can keep it plain and add berries and then you have a berry shake. Like I find that when I've purchased chocolate whey protein in the past, it's just very limiting. It's like everything is chocolate, which is great if you like chocolate that much, but I do like having berries in my smoothie. Other things that you can add to the vanilla whey is like a greens powder with like raspberries. It's really good. So you can have a green smoothie and still have your protein. So protein is really important when you're doing low carb, high fat. Not a huge amount of protein, but not no protein. You've got to have a moderate amount of protein. So if you're someone like me that struggles to eat enough protein in terms of like working, having kids, being a student, sometimes it's hard to like get a chicken breast in. And then another source of protein at dinner. So protein powder is a great option for that. I typically use it as like a post-workout or in addition to like a smaller calorie lighter meal. I don't ever really do protein shakes as a meal replacement because it's just not enough calories for me. I need more than that. So this is an awesome brand. It's keto as far as our version of keto goes, which is more on the low carb, high fat end of things. So ketogenic is very, very, very aggressive. It's very hardcore. You have to remain, I believe, to be really truly keto, it's like under 30 grams of carbohydrates a day. So that is pretty difficult. Like this has hardly any carbohydrates, 2 grams for one serving. That's actually amazing. I didn't even realize that. But I do more like 50 to 100 grams. But that's because I supplement with exogenous ketones, so that allows me to have a little more carbohydrate than, well, a lot more than somebody that's on the strict ketogenic diet. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I do have links below. Next up, so in my protein shakes, I often put peanut butter. This is my favorite brand, Smucker's Natural. I get the chunky and the smooth depending on my mood. It's literally just peanuts. That's it. The thing about regular peanut butters is there's always like a hydrogenated oil in them and sugars for the most part. Even if it says natural, oftentimes it still has sugar in it or a hydrogenated oil. So the Smucker's Natural is the best one that I found for the price. There's, you know, obviously like, or this one actually has an organic as well, but there's obviously other products that are more expensive that are probably better, but this is perfectly fine. It's pure peanuts. It does the job for me. So highly recommend that. In that, I add to my protein, like I said. I'll also put that on almond flour bread that I make in the microwave, which brings me to the next thing, which is almond flour. This is actually from Walmart, and it was super cheap. Sorry, I have like a hair floating around. Very inexpensive. It is the blanched superfine. So this is great for baking. There's like a coarser, darker almond flour that like probably is better for you, but it doesn't taste as good in baking and in the almond flour bread that I make. So on these little almond flour breads, I will often toast them and then put peanut butter and some fresh berries on top. You can even mash up some raspberries or blueberries, whatever berry, with some stevia and make like a jam and have that on top. If you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, there's your alternative. Next up, so this is a brand called Viva, and this is shirataki. So shirataki is, let's see, there you can see, really cool. It's a Japanese like root vegetable, I believe. But don't quote me on that. I'd have to re-Google that. But this brand is really awesome. I found this at Woodman's if you're in Wisconsin. It comes in a rice-shaped or spaghetti, and then they also have a thicker noodle. I really like the spaghetti the best, personally. When you do it with like a cream sauce or a cheese sauce, it's like you literally don't even really know that you're not having pasta. Like when you first try it, when you're initially transitioning, you know, you're like, okay, this is not gonna do it. But once you've been doing low carb for a long time, not even like a week, and you haven't been able to have bread and pasta and real rice, having something like this in like a stir fry is pretty life-changing. So Viva. And I'll put links to these products or similar products in the comments below. Okay, let's stick on the kind of carbohydrate train. So Simple Mills is one of my favorite brands. There we go. This is a new product that I just tried. So these are veggie pita crackers and Mediterranean herb. These are amazing, you guys. Highly recommend these. I've been eating them with guacamole and then just like cheese. Really, really good. You could also do a spinach dip with these, and that would be awesome. Another cracker that they do that I love is the rosemary and what is it? Sea salt. So this one is an amazing flavor. They're really small squares, but it's perfect for cheese and crackers and like meats if you like that, like a charcuterie board. Again, Simple Mills just has so many amazing flavors, and like the ingredients, there's like none. So it's really, really clean. These products are still, they still have carbohydrates in them though. So 18 grams of carbohydrates per 17 crackers. So some people would argue that on the ketogenic diet or low carb, high fat, that the products are too expensive and that's why they can't do it. This is $3.99 at my local store. That is more expensive than, sometimes they're $4.99, so it depends, but that is more expensive than a regular box of crackers, and you do get less. But if you look at the serving size and you care about carbohydrate intake, having 17 crackers for, 18 grams of carbs, you're not gonna have more than 17 because you're gonna have carbs in other meals during the day. So I find that, and because these are so tasty, I eat less of them. And that's the thing that you'll find once you're fat adapted, once you've been doing the low fat, high carb, the ketogenic diet, or drinking exogenous ketones for a period of time, is that you crave less food. You're less hungry because your body is more satiated with the high fat things that you're eating. It's not burning through it like kindling on a fire. It's like big, huge logs that are slow burning. So you find that you don't require as much food. So yes, this costs a little more money and there's a little bit less in it, but I eat less of it and I savor it more because I've spent my hard-earned money on it. You know what I mean? It treats it more like it's a treat versus just like a giant Magnum bag of crackers from like whatever Costco that you just like hardly paid anything for, so it's nothing and you just eat them all in one sitting and who cares. There's more mindful eating, I think, with paying a little more for a higher quality product. So that's my 2 cents on that. Simple Mills makes an amazing pancake and waffle mix that I'm obsessed with. They do like all sorts of things. So Simple Mills is a great brand. Talking about sugars quickly. So this is one of the main things that you have to give up when you're doing keto is regular sugar. Cane sugar, honey, maple syrup, sucralose, dextrose. Sucralose isn't it's not super good, but it's not completely out of the picture. But your best bet is stevia, monk fruit, and erythritol. And there's a new guy on the block, allulose. It's not actually new, but it's new to me and relatively new to the scene that I can see. There's been more products that I've tried that contain allulose than I've ever seen before. So this is my favorite sweetener. I'm sure a lot of you heard of it, Truvia Stevia. I really enjoy it. It has erythritol in it as well, so this is 100% keto approved. I drink, right now I'm actually having a little more than usual, but I'm drinking 2 packets in my coffee in the morning with heavy whipping cream. I used to only do 1, so I don't know what happened there, but maybe I need to get back to 1 packet. And it's nice because it's already portioned for you, right? If you're like me and you like your coffee to taste the same every single time, then packets might be better for you rather than a container such as this, like a big batch. So this is allulose. So this is the new kid on the block. I would get something like this to do more baking, but I actually purchased this one in particular for my husband because he really likes cane sugar in his morning tea. So he has black tea with cream and he hates stevia. So I was like, well, I heard that this is really close to the real flavor of cane sugar, and he said it is. He's like, I couldn't tell the difference. So if you're a fan of regular cane sugar in your coffee or tea, or even just baking and you can't stand stevia or erythritol or any of the sugar alcohols, try allulose. This is by a brand called Wholesome. All right, so those are kind of the main products that I had out. Everything else is really in my fridge. So what I'd like to do is offer you guys a PDF that has a grocery list, a very easy, simple grocery list that covers all of your bases. So if you want to start the low carb, high fat lifestyle next Monday, just submit your email. I'll have a link below. You enter your email in, and then I'll send you over a free PDF, and it will be your grocery list. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to go to any other website. I've done the work for you, okay? I scrolled through all of Google, it feels like, when I first started this diet to compile a list. And then I tried stuff, didn't like it. So this is just very, very, very basic, and this is coming from a money-conscious perspective. So if you don't have all the money in the world to spend on this, but you really want to get healthy and you want to ease your way into it, there's not going to be like game meats on there. There's not going to be super, super, super expensive, organic, free-range everything. The things that I have that are organic are things that I feel are more necessary than others. For example, organic berries, I think, are necessary. Organic, like products that have skins, and I was gonna say bananas, but you know what? On keto, you can't have bananas. And low carb, high fat, if you do have a banana, you wanna have 1 banana. But I would be very wary of that because the amount of sugar and carbohydrates in a banana could have you wanting more. So I'm not gonna talk about those anymore. I'm not gonna talk about any other fruit. But berries, it is important to have organic, in my opinion. Certain vegetables, for instance, like, I can't even think of an example for some reason. Like something you peel, for instance, like a carrot. If you're getting the giant whole carrots and you're peeling the skin off, I don't necessarily buy those organic. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Lettuce, I do buy organic. So you get what I'm saying. So on this grocery list, it's gonna have your dairy, your produce, it's gonna have meats, it's gonna have all of the other stuff. So like the snack foods I do, products like these, like Quest Pizza, Quest Hero bars, all of my favorite products that I have found over trial and error. So that's what you're gonna get on my grocery list. And it'll be a very nice PDF. You can just print it out, or you can take a screenshot, or just use your phone in the grocery store like we all do. The other thing I'm going to include in that is a sample meal planner for 10 days. So I like to think of it as your 10-day experience. So this is your first 10 days, your introduction to the lifestyle. And 10 days, if you can get through 10 days, I think you have a really good chance of getting to 30, 60, 90. 90 days is, I feel like, the commitment that you should put in your mind. If you're really serious about changing your life, give yourself 90 days. Give yourself 90 days, because anything earlier than that, you might not see the results that you're looking for. You may not see the results you're looking for in 90 days, depending on how much you have to lose. If your goal is weight loss, it just really depends. But at least give yourself 90 days. That's my advice to you. So a 10-day meal plan is going to be in there for you, which includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, if you choose to eat breakfast. A lot of people in this space do intermittent fasting, and I'll also include some information in there about that. So it's going to be just a general little bundle that gives you all sort of the information that you need to start the low carb, high fat lifestyle. So again, it isn't for a strict ketogenic diet. It's going to be something that's a little more moderate. So that's all I have for you in terms of the products. And sorry, I have a few notes down here. The other thing I'm going to include is the recipes. So a lot of these are taken right off the internet, but then I doctor them up a little bit and change them. So for some of the more like complicated dishes, even though they're really not complicated, I will give you the recipe. So it's not just going to be like, oh, it's a cheesy broccoli, ground turkey pasta. It's going to be like, this is how you make it. So that'll be in there for you as well. And the last thing I want to talk about, I want to keep this under 20 minutes if I can, is some holiday drink ideas for you guys. So we're coming into Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't know when you're going to watch this, but that is when it's being filmed. And I just wanted to talk about a few essential sort of drink ideas that I'm going to use this season. So two cocktails that are really, really easy to do without alcohol and keto would be mojitos and, oh my God, I'm blanking, margaritas. And there was one other one I had. It'll come to me. But mojitos are awesome because when do you ever have a beverage during the day that has muddled mint? Not really very often. So it takes it to the next level, makes it a little bit more special. Like a margarita, you can do the lime juice, and you can do a stevia. They come in like a liquid version of the stevia, and it makes an amazing mojito, or a margarita with like club soda and a lot of fresh ice. And you can put it in a beautiful glass and enjoy a cocktail that's low in sugar, and you can add booze if you want to. Or if you don't drink, then you can just have it virgin. So those are some fun ideas. In terms of, and you can even add a little dot of food coloring if you want. You know what I mean? Like, just have some fun with it. Treat it as like this new adventure, this new fun adventure that's gonna get you fit, get you healthy, and also be fun. Like, it's great. You can still celebrate with everyone, and people will be like, what are you drinking? And you don't have to even say. It's like, oh, this is just my secret mix or whatever. Who cares? So then eggnog. So I am going to make an eggnog recipe, and I'm going to do it in a live video that I'm cooking in. I'm sorry, that was like very jumbled right now. It's been a day. So I'm going to be doing a keto eggnog. So that is an idea for you for a holiday beverage. And you know what? I'll even find a recipe and I'll include it below, a link below. Some other holiday drinks, even taking your Quest Whey and adding pure pumpkin puree, organic pumpkin. You can buy it in a can right now. It's super cheap, just because we're coming up to the holiday season. 2 giant spoonfuls of pumpkin in with this, some unsweetened vanilla or cashew, almond, whatever, milk, as long as it's unsweetened. Ice, you can even throw in, I mean, I always want to say banana, but you can't do a banana. You shouldn't do a banana. I love bananas. Where is it? Check it out. There's my banana tattoo. I digress. So, smoothie, pumpkin, vanilla whey, and ice. and almond milk. It's excellent. I just had one the other day. If you really want an extra boost, you can add some coffee to it or espresso. If you want to like make your shake and then go to Starbucks and be like, hey, can I get 2 shots of espresso, pour it in and shake it back up? Or if you have an espresso machine at home, even better, and I'm jealous. And I need to actually get one of those. That would be great. So there's so many things you can do. Peppermint mocha, you can get peppermint stevia. I will caution you though. So I went on Amazon the other day and I was looking for sugar-free or keto, like I was searching all the buzzwords, syrups for my coffee. And this one brand came up, and I'm not gonna say it out loud, but you can do your own research on Amazon. And it says it's keto, but it has sugar in it that isn't necessarily the best sugar to have on keto. So if you were to drink that every single day in your morning coffee, and you say your goal was weight loss, and you weren't losing weight, that would probably be why. So I think it's better to just stick with erythritol and stevia and make your own. Ooh, excuse me, hold on. I just went low power mode. I gotta end this. So you can get stevia that has flavors. Toffee nut, peppermint, maple. They're pricey, but you hardly need any, you guys, in your coffee. Like, I made a peppermint mocha the other day, and I literally put like 3 drops of peppermint, and it was too much. It was like way too much. It was still good, but I had to add a shit ton of cacao to make up for the peppermint. So literally a drop of peppermint extract and some cacao chocolate with stevia blended in your coffee. You can get these little hand mixers off Amazon for like $6.99, and then you can have a frothy, beautiful coffee beverage. Throw in some nutmeg and cinnamon and a little bit of that pumpkin puree, like a spoonful, with some heavy cream and stevia. Again, it's a beautiful thing. You can buy an actual foamer or frother. Mine was from Starbucks, I think, but it'll put like a thick foam on the top of your beverage. So tons of holiday drink ideas. I can also include some links for these in the comments below. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, like, comment. I'd love to hear any products that you guys have found. And if you want that PDF of my shopping list, my super easy grocery list with my recipes and a 10-day meal plan from breakfast to dinner, and some info on intermittent fasting and some other hacks that I have, some supplements that I use, then the link below, it's gonna be seanxrachel.challenge.com, and I will put that below and say, claim your free PDF, and you enter your email in there, and then I'll send it off to you. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.